Record. Okay. Okie dokie. So here we go. How are you guys? Happy last week of June. Yay! So we have some new people in the room who don't know what June means. Well, June is, June. But in Mary Kay, June is like our Super Bowl of Mary Kay, and it's our last week of our entire seminar year, and we have worked so hard, and I'm so proud of you guys. We've had our best year ever, and we are racing to finish #1 in the nation this year, and we literally have 5 days to finish that. So we have a lot of work to do. So I want each of you, and I'm going to just make sure everyone understands all the announcements and stuff, and we're going to give you some good ideas and everything, but I want to make sure each of you have a goal, because it's important to have a goal. That's very, 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 very important to be a part of this. It's not just one of us having a goal. Each of us have a goal. We're going to give you lots of great ideas tonight to have implementation of that. But you got to have a goal, okay? And whether it's small or large, these next 5 days are about finishing something, okay? So, but a couple just promotions. I want to make sure you guys know this is the last week to earn the company's free red jacket. Do you remember that the company's doing a promo where you can earn a red jacket for free? How do you earn that? Remember? 3 qualified people. It's been for the last 3 months. And so you guys can, if you don't have any or whatever, you can finish it this week, because anything's possible the last week in June for sure. But don't you forget about that. You get a free red jacket. We have, let's see, what else? We haven't talked about this much recently, but we have Girls Night Out that we have been doing every month. And anyone who orders 600 wholesale in the month gets to come to Girls Night Out. And we actually didn't do it in July in June because May was crazy. We're having a big old fat Girls Night Out that you're not going to want to miss. It is, what'd you say? You're a big fat? Oh, no. Sharice, why do you always got to twist my words around, girl? We're having a big celebration. Let me be clear. A big celebration for anybody that, okay, for those of you who just came in, I talked about we're going to have a big girls' night out. For anybody, I said a big fat girls' night out, but I got in trouble. It's going to be, we have a really fun night planned. You're not going to want to miss it. And it was for anyone who ordered 600 wholesale in June or May gets to come. But if you order 600 in both June and May, or you already ordered it in May, but you order 600 in June, and you ordered it both months. If you're new, if you order 1,000 or more, you can come to this. We're doing a special dinner beforehand where the directors are going to cook for you before our fun night, okay? Not me, Brianna and Darla. Don't worry. Nobody wants Candace to cook, all right? Candace will sit and talk and entertain. Because it would be entertainment to have Candace cook. If you guys are new, you don't know me. I don't cook. I burn things. I can't burn. Yeah, it's very bad. Nobody wants me to cook. But you'll get to spend time with the directors. Darla and Brianna both know how to cook. Don't worry. Don't worry. It's going to be fun. So you're not going to want to miss it. All right, so I want you to stretch for that. You guys know that we're giving away a bunch of prizes for your wholesale orders this month, right? Where'd that thing go? I don't even know. You were looking at Elizabeth, or where'd Elizabeth go? Oh, thank you. All right, all of those prizes. Oh yeah, you guys got it? Do I need to explain that again? If you ordered 600 in May, and then you already get to come. If you order 600 in June, you get to come to the big fat, I'm calling it big fat girls night out. We're doing something really wild and fun. Like you're not gonna want to miss it. I can't tell you because we're real excited about it. But it's not our normal girls night out. And then if you ordered 600 both months, you get to come to dinner. If this is your first month and you weren't in May, then if you order 1,000 in June, then you can come to dinner. Does that make sense? Okay. We're not, like, it'll be somewhere awesome. Somewhere awesome. Wow, to be announced. July, first week or so first couple weeks in July. We'll make sure the majority of you can come. Just earn it. It'll be fun. If you don't earn it, we'll have other cool things we can participate in, but not as cool as Girls Night Out. Okay, wholesale orders. You guys have seen all this. Those are the gorgeous prizes over there. Pass this around for your wholesale orders this month. You get free stuff. You guys know this is really important. I don't think everybody really understands this that the company is doing this month about this is the last week that the company's offering 56.5% profit on skincare. So anybody that orders skincare this month, some of you have already placed your order. I don't know if you realize that Mary Kay is actually offering a discount on the skincare this month. I've never seen them do this in 13 years. I'll pass this around, but basically all of our skincare sets, the Miracle set, the Repair set, the Acne line, the Botanical set, and the men's line are all on sale this month, which means when you sell it, you're going to make 56% instead of 50%. So this is the month to order skincare, and skincare is really our bread and butter in Mary Kay. And so we'll pass it around, but it's a really cool thing that, here's the deal, anytime Mary Kay offers a promo like this, take advantage of it because the company doesn't do things like this very often. And when they offer it, if lots of people take advantage of it, then they're more likely to offer more things like that, okay? So that means, because that's a huge deal. Do you guys get that we make more money this month on skincare? So you want to stock up too on skincare. I'd encourage you because that's our bread and butter. You're always going to sell it, right? So one last week on that. What else? Okay, this is something that I don't remember if we talked about this last week, but so the end of the month is Fridays. And if you guys have big goals and you're really stretching for something, we're going to all be together here. I've never done this before, but Jamie, my mentor, has said that we should do this when you're going for something big, since we have a huge goal to break a record that we've never done 100,000 wholesale before. And so we're all going to be here pushing to get orders in at the last time, for the last few hours. So if you have a big goal, and those of you going on target for your car this month, we're going to be making a lot of calls. Even if there's literally, she's done nights like this where people come in with 0 team members, and there's just the power of everyone calling people together. She gets people on target for their car that night. And so that we're just going to be sitting here. If you have a big goal and you want to, sell $1,000, you want to whatever, come, and we'll be in a focused environment. We're going to be making, and so if you want to come, which I'd love to have you come, we're basically like rallying together. We're going to have food and cookies and snacks. But what I want you to know is it's not a social time. We're coming to work, and we're coming to get stuff done. And if you have a goal and you want to finish going on target for your car, red jacket, $1,000 wholesale order, whatever your goal is, come, and we're going to be, together encouraging each other. Because here's the deal. How many times you go make a phone call and then you get a no or get whatever and you stop? And I'm sure nobody in the room's ever done that, right? But when you're with a group of women who are like, Leah, you can do it. Who's next? Who's next? Who's next? You're much more likely to do it. Does that make sense? In the power and the camaraderie of stretching yourself to do more than you probably would at home by yourself. So if you're going to come, number one, it's not social time, so come to work. I don't care how you come. You don't have to come in Mary Kay attire. I'll probably be in jeans. Come casual because we're working. We're going to be on the phone. The other thing is come with your profile cards, your computer, your charger. Don't let your phone die. Just got to say that. But we're going to be here together. It starts at 5. And if you want to finish this month with us, we're going to be here this Friday night doing that. Okay, we'll have pizza. It'll be fun. Anyways, I think that's all the announcements. Any other announcements we can think of? All right. Okie dokie. So we're going to do, where's Miss Erin? Oh, seminar. Duh. We have to talk about seminar. You can come in. Come. Yes. Thank you for reminding me about seminar. I get so excited about all this. That, of course, our goal is to be #1 in the nation, and we'll be #1 at our seminar. And so we want people there celebrating, because it'd be really lame to have one person there and in our unit when it's all of us coming together. So seminar is next month. It's in Dallas, and you have till the end of the month to register for it. If you have any desire to go to seminar, I'd say register for it, save your spot, and then you'll figure out the details. We'll figure out the details as we go. We'll figure out the travel and the hotel as you go. And you guys, if you want to go to seminar, sell your way to seminar. I'm going to give you some ideas tonight of ways to sell product quickly. I want you selling the product, use their profits to go to seminar. But if you have a goal, once again, there's so much power in a goal that I want you guys leading with a goal tonight about what are you going to do these next 5 days. For some of you, your brand's making it, you don't even know what your goals are. Why not, whether you have inventory or not, it doesn't matter. Maybe you're waiting for your stuff to come. Why not sell $1,000 this week? I'm going to challenge all of you guys to sell $500 to $1,000. You get to pick one. You either pick 500 or 1,000, and I'm going to give you ideas, okay? Because I don't want you thinking small. I don't want you thinking small. I want you thinking big, and I want you making money. And if you sell $500, you have $250 extra in your pocket this week. Could you get excited? Yes. Right? If you sell 1,000, you have $500 extra in your pocket. And so, anyways, there's a lot of power in a goal. So we're going to talk about that later. But before we get to that, seminar. I got off on my tangent. So seminar, you have till the end of the month to register for it. I would register. It's July 24th to 27th. It is in Dallas. It is awesome. It'll rock your world. You got to go. Anyone in the room been to seminar? Pam, you've been? You've been? 195. 195. 190.
195 or 225. It depends on.
Yeah, I think it's around 200 for the conference. Yeah. And then we have room. We have a room block, and so the room, I'd have to look at the prices, but it's around. It ends up running all together. You sign up for seminar now, and then you work in like increments. It ends up being around like 800-ish altogether. Depending on, I don't know, around that. That's usually what I tell people to save for it. But you work it in stages. Like if you register for seminar now, and then the hotel, you have that the whole next 3 or 4 weeks to sell. And then flight, a lot of the girls are driving together, so you could drive or fly. And so you kind of work it in stages as you go. You have till the end of this month. Yeah.
So the register deadline, that's the 200?
Yes. Mm-hmm. And you have till the end of the month to register for that. But you do get I think you have until the 15th to cancel it and get a full refund or something. I don't know. I'd have to look. Oh yeah, and you get when you do the 225 or 200 or whatever it is, you get a $70 wholesale credit on your next order. So they're giving you $70 a product. Yeah. So, but it'll rock your world. Seminar is all of Mary Kay comes together. This only happens once a year. And it's in Dallas, and all of Mary Kay comes together. Literally, there's people from overseas and stuff. It's really cool. You learn from the top of the top. There's over 10,000 women there. It is pretty powerful. So, happens once a year. It's pretty stinking awesome. It'll rock your world. All right. So go for it, Erin. Now, Erin's going to give us some product knowledge.
Okay. So this is the After Sun Replenishing Gel. Anybody use this?
Not anymore. I'm good.
Last week, I actually trained on that. Even though you were supposed to do product knowledge and you weren't here because she was fried.
Well, this will be pretty easy. Unfortunately, when
Everyone was here last week, though. It's cool.
I went yesterday to reorder. I go through this stuff ridiculously. Even though we have sunscreen, I still use this. Actually, my husband uses it more than I do. But it is out of stock right now. So, and I think it was on a special order until August 15th, I think. And I noticed last night that it's out of stock. I don't know. Do you know?
I don't know. You just tell them about it. I don't know. I have no clue. You just tell them about it.
If you haven't tried it, hopefully somebody now has it because it's amazing. It's $15. It is not. This obviously is not sunscreen. It has no sunscreen in it whatsoever. It's
for after you fry yourself.
Yes. Yeah. I'll pass it around. It's a cool little blue gel. It's not like aloe. It's soothing. Has soothing botanical extracts. It's rich in antioxidants. It's going to replenish the moisture from the sun damage to your skin. It's cooling. It has an okay smell. It doesn't really smell like medicinal or anything. It absorbs and applies really quickly, so it's not sticky.
It's not sticky. That's good.
I don't even know. The extracts in it are for improve your skin condition and appearance, and also the Himalaya synthesis leaf. I don't know. Protects skin, and the free radicals in the environment help with that. So.
And I told them last week that I think one of the cool things about that product is if you do fry yourself, if you put that on, you won't burn or you won't peel. You won't peel. You won't peel.
And I do put it on my face if I've been out in the sun. I put my day solution there. I will put it on my face after I've cleansed it.
Yeah, so it's better. It's better than aloe, and it's not greasy, and it'll help people not peel.
And I've noticed that I don't itch. Usually I itch from the peeling.
Right.
I haven't. So.
And I told them last week that I don't know if you guys know about that product though, but it's also really good for like mosquito bites or whatever, anything. Yeah, if you get so not just sun, but yeah, like she was saying, it doesn't itch, and so it helps with that, because you know when you get a mosquito bite, you want to scratch it, and that helps just soothe it. It's nice.
Anybody pass it on?
Yeah.
Let's get a center.
Yeah, it's just and I have some too. Yeah, the After Sun replenishing gel, it's good stuff. They bring that stuff in and out of our product line, so it's good stuff. So, all right, any questions about the After Sun replenishing gel? Now you know about it, and I'm gonna shut that thing. All right, let's give a round of applause. Woo! All right, Leah, I'm gonna have you come down. I feel like you guys need the window shut over here. If you're dying. Is it that one? Is it that one? Okay, no. There we go. Poor people. Okay, so Leah, this last week, I gave her how many roses? I don't even know. It's like
10 bundles? So
yeah, so like 80.
Yeah.
80. And tell them about it. What did you do with those?
So she gave me the roses, and Brianna, we had a challenge between the two of us to see who could get rid of the roses faster. And if I beat Brianna, I got a prize. And who knows me and my prizes? So it was on, and I went the next day for National Pink Day, and decided that I had to work that day at 4, so I decided to go and hit as many businesses as I could between my house and work, which I live in the West Side of Exit. Work is all the way in town. And I figured I'd end up in town, just kind of like trying to struggle to find places by that point. I never made it out of Pueblo West. I never made it off of McCulloch. Yeah. I did have 8 left by the time I had to finally stop and go to work. I was almost late because I kind of lost track of time. So I did have 8 left, and then after work, got rid of the last 8 in like, I don't know, 10 minutes. It was ridiculous. But yeah, I got rid of all my roses within hours. I have parties booked, not as soon as I would like them, but I got parties booked. I got people that are interested in the business. I've got new customers. I had one lady that freaked out. It was like she's never seen a Mary Kay person, like she's been hunting for one forever. Yeah, so I mean, it was really it was awesome, and it kind of made me. I was really excited, but it kind of made me sad that I hadn't done it sooner, because I was like, oh my gosh, these people have been here, because it was all businesses that have been there for ever. So yeah.
What did you do? So these are the flowers we're talking about. I have a whole box of them over there if you guys wanted to buy them. They're 10 cents each, so there's 8 of these, and so this is 80 cents.
Yeah, super
to get
cheap.
these flowers.
And I literally just walked into the business.
Here, let's say I'm sitting here. What would you do?
So I walked in and I said hi, and they looked at me all funny. They gave me odd looks every time.
I do have flowers.
Yeah. And I said, hi, I am going around today and honoring women for National Pink Day. And then I got is that really a thing? And I said, yes, that's really a thing.
Google it.
And I said, Mary Kay Ash's favorite color was pink. And so we're honoring Mary Kay Ash. Today is her day. And would you like a rose? And then 9 times out of 10, they said, I don't have any money, or no, thank you. And I said, oh, no, I'm giving them away. And they said, oh, okay, yeah. And I said, well, what color would you like? And they picked a color. And then when they took the rose, I said, and some of them were very listening, like they were great. And some of them were like, there it is. You know, there's the catch. And I said, and I'm also giving away $25 free product, Mary Kay product, and a chance to win $1,000 cash. Would you be interested in that as well as your free rose? And if they kind of looked at me, I said, basically it's free. So what would you like to do? And every single one of them. I only had 2 people that weren't interested out of all of them. And they still got the roses and everything, but they just, for whatever reason, didn't want it, and that was fine. Just told them have a nice day. But everybody else was very excited for it. Whether they all pan out, but I mean, it's a lot of names to go off of now that I can start working with. So I said the same thing every time. I even went to a hardware store, the Public hardware store. Not talking like Home Depot. We're talking very small, like family-owned hardware store. And knew pretty much that there wasn't going to be any women working in there. And there was 2 old guys sitting in there, like talking about fishing or something. And I walked in with roses, and they gave me the weirdest look of every woman I saw that day. And I said, hi, and I kind of looked around. And I said, I'm honoring women today. Do you have any women here? And they kind of chuckled and said no. And then said, well, why does it have to be women? Why won't you talk to me? And there was like the banter back and forth.
Yeah, prejudice.
Yeah,
or
and I
something.
said, oh, I said, you're fine too. I said, actually, would you like a rose to take home to a special lady in your life? And they said, oh yeah, well, how much is it? I said, no, you just pick one. And I gave him my whole National Youth Day spiel and pick one and take it home to any kind of woman in your life. And I said, and actually, if you want some brownie points for when you get in trouble, because we both know that's coming, you get $25 in free product and get $1,000, or entry for $1,000. And if you guys some names to give me, and they booked out some business cards and wrote on the back and gave me some names. And so,
Can happen that quickly. Can you get excited about getting like 80? How many names do you think you got? I don't even know. Like, she handed out 80, but she
yeah,
got
I
to
would
go
say probably, 70, 75-ish, 76-ish
Yeah.
or so.
in like just a few hours.
Yeah.
Could you get excited, people? Yeah. It's not hard. It's not hard. It's not that complicated.
No,
It's really not.
And my ladies, they can attest. We went to Safeway when we went home, and they all looked at me like I was crazy, and I made them all go warm chat at Safeway, because we all meet at Safeway in Pueblo West. And so we had warm chatting training last week, and we got to Safeway, and I said, all right, let's go do this right now. Like, we're going to walk into Safeway right now, and they all looked like they were going to puke. Especially that one. She's brand new. This was her first meeting last week. She's like brand spanking new. She wouldn't even stand up to get recognized for a prize she got, let alone go talk to a human being. And she did amazing. She went and talked to her first person and got her first yes. Every single one of them got. So, of course, they made me do it first, and I went right up there and talked to the lady, and they all stood there and like, all right. But they did it. They did it. So it's really just a matter of just open your mouth and talk. I mean, it's
People
easy.
everywhere.
Yeah.
There's people everywhere.
Easy.
They all got things.
Yes.
Every single one of them got a name.
And it's easy. Remember that? I want you to still remind that yourself. It's easy. It's easy. Because a lot of times when we're like, we overthink it. We make it this big thing. It's so hard to talk to people. It's easy.
I have a question. My line of work, I travel all over. So
Yeah.
there's no conflict of going to a different state and selling it to someone else's business or anything like that.
No. Can sell anywhere.
Because I'm going to Nebraska.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
I'm hoping I can
Get it.
Yeah, get it. Absolutely. You
Yeah,
can
my,
definitely sell.
my-
Yeah, so there's no territories.
Okay.
Mm-mm.
mine
You
has-
can sell, and Ollie can even find you a meeting in Nebraska you can go to and stuff and get plugged in. Yeah, we'll talk.
Yeah, my husband's his family reunion is in August, and I've already made it very clear that I will be bringing my Mary Kay, having a little family reunion table.
Right.
Hi, so everybody that comes over to me, because people I've never met, but I'm like,
Great way to reconnect. So isn't that exciting? You can go get names, you guys. You can grab some flowers. I'll probably be in the other room doing marketing, but if you guys want to grab flowers, I'd encourage you to grab a stack and just go hand them out. Just go hand them out because women love those silly flowers. You can spray them. You can spray them with perfume if you want, but then you always got to do a drawing. Anytime you're handing stuff out, don't just hand out. You want to get their number back. Okay, that's the key is you can hand out flowers all day long, but you want to get their numbers back.
So a lot of them were like, oh yeah, let me get your card. And what I've been saying for, I don't know, 4 or 5 months now is that I ran out and they're on their way. I haven't even reordered yet. I probably will, but I.
You have
my
director
way-
card. You went to your director, get director
Yeah,
cards.
like,
There you go.
I haven't ordered again because that's my way of, I said, oh, boats, bands, and barbecue, I gave them all out, they're on order. Let me just grab your number. And as I'm saying that, I have my phone in my hand and I'm getting it prepared to put their numbers in. And I said, what's your number? It's not like, can I get your number? No, I'm not going to ask you. You're about to give me your number. You just don't know it yet. And I'm literally like, I have my phone, and every single one of them, you know, gave me their number. So, but that way I'm in control. I walked into the yarn shop. Those of you that are in Pueblo West, I walked into the yarn shop, and I walked in, and there was like 8 old ladies in there knitting, and I was like, whew. And they all looked up at me, and I started on Mary Kay, and of course that's their generation. They all knew Mary Kay, you know, like they knew what I was doing, and every single one of them. And one of them's like going to Alaska or something, and she's been gone for a month, so I won't get to her till August. And you know, so it wasn't exactly the timing I need, but I'm hopeful that they're gonna play out.
But it's just planting seeds everywhere.
Yeah.
Like she's
And one of
planting
them
seeds.
like gets injections for allergic reactions. Like she was like, I've had the, you know, I'm allergic, and then I go through the whole, when's the last time you tried?
Right.
And, you know, I can usually combat that, and I get them every time. She was like, I don't want to touch her. Like she gets actual like, no. So I let her, but she scared me. She's like severely allergic to life. So I didn't want to deal with that.
To life.
Yeah, she really like had severe stuff, but every single one of them, and they were so excited. I mean, just giving them a rose, and they're all sitting there all bundled up and eating trees outside, and they got a whole rose, and they were so happy, and they were so excited. So
It made
it
their
was
day.
really nice. Yeah. It was really
Yeah.
nice.
So let's go bless some people this week. How about that? It's good.
Yeah.
All right, good job, Thea. Good job. So I'd encourage you.
Oh yeah, I won my prize by the way.
Yeah, she did. She forgot her prize. I know. We'll find out what she won. But the bigger prize is she got more names. I know.
Yes.
And then I know you want to show them real quick, Dawn. I know Dawn had these. I know last week Brianna talked about, and she actually brought some tonight, the charcoal mask things and handing these out as a way to meet people. Dawn found these at Walmart, I think, right? So if you don't want to order them on Amazon, this is an option.
So it was only $1.97 for 50 of them, and they're little plastic containers. The mask is not the mask is not drying out, so it's staying fresh. But I decorated it with these little bags that I got at Walmart for 20 cents for 20 of them. But I put my business card, and then I put the survey that they emailed to us, and I counted out 5 of these right now. Some people are now. I'm still working on perfecting my word trends. So
We got to find what works for you. Like it's the flour, it's the charcoal mask sample, whatever. You figure out what works for you.
But you don't have to wait to order those. I didn't want to wait to order for them to come. I just went to Walmart, found that, put it together so I have them with me when I'm out.
Yeah. All right. Good job, Don.
These off of Amazon too. These
Oh, look at those.
These are.
You guys see those? Those
Yeah.
cool. Show them real
That's
quick.
what I have. Yeah, those are really good. Yeah, so I got these off of Amazon. They were like $5.96 for 25
Nice.
of them. And so they're really easy to put in your purse. So I have a little baggie, and I just bring them out. And I'm also, I think I said this last week too, but I'm also telling people, if you return this to me, I will give you 10%, 20%, whatever you want, since it's your business. But basically something off of the charcoal mask when you like it, because you're gonna like it and you're gonna want more. And that way I get these back. So it's an incentive for them to give it back to me. And they're not all going to do that, but maybe I'll get some of them back. But yeah, really cheap, and they keep it really moist. It's like silk proof. So yeah, these are really
It's a great way to meet people. All right. Okay, so those are some ways to meet people, but we all gotta be brave. There's people everywhere. Okay, what I'm gonna talk about tonight is making, I want you to sell $500 or $1,000 in the next 5 days. Get excited, right? Get excited. So grab your pens because you're gonna wanna take notes. These things work. These things work, but here's the key to all of this. I'm gonna preface it with all of this. You need to make a decision that you're gonna do it. That's the key. Because I can go blah, I can tell you all about this, and if you just listen to me blah, 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 I can never do that because this and because this, and it won't work for me, it's not going to work for you. All of these things work, but you got to decide that it's going to work for you. Okay? Attitude is everything. Y'all said you get excited about $1,000 this week. People do it all the time. That could be for you. Why not you? Other people in Mary Kay are doing it. Why not you? This business, you can make money like this, but you have got to, first of all, get your attitude and your head in the right place. If you're being a negative Nelly or you had a bad week, well, you got to let it go. You got to let that go because you can literally change this business on a dime. on a dime. You guys, you will have obstacles. And those of you that have big goals this month, a lot of you, have a goal to go and charge for your car and move up into your red jacket. It does not matter where you're at right now. It does not matter what happened yesterday. You can literally change that right now. People go and charge for their cars in a day. That it's a decision that they're willing to do the activity that it takes to do that. Okay? So same thing with sales is, how cool would it be if everybody in the room, I don't know, there's 20-something people in the room, maybe 20, maybe 30 maybe. That'd be $3,000, or no, 30,000, right? Yeah, $30,000 in sales. I can do math. $30,000 in sales just in this room. That's exciting to me, right? So let's all pull together and make a decision that we're doing this together. So you can have $1,000 week. I'm going to tell you a couple different ways. First of all, the biggest thing is you've got to make your mind up that you're going to do it. Because what I know about women, when they set their mind to something, they can do it. And I don't care how busy you are. I don't care what's going on this week in your life personally. You can make a decision. If you got a bunch of craziness going on in your week, that's why you need to have $1,000 week. It's a good positive distraction, I'm telling you. It's just something to look forward to, right? If you're moving, if you've got, your car broke down, if you need extra money, right? This is a great way to make some sales. So first of all, make up your mind. Secondly, is I posted a video on our Facebook page, which I thought was by National, and it was real short, but she talked about how you need to multiply this week. And you need to have people working for you this week. That if you have a goal, you can watch it, she said it better, but basically you need to get other people on board to help you, okay? So what that looks like is, let's say you can find 10 people to go sell 10 of something for you. That's going to be $1,000. So for example, I would go to your customers or go to your friends, like the charcoal mask is a great one, or a mascara, or something that they like. Go to your customers, find something that they like. And let's say they love the mascara. Say, Sophia, would you like a free mascara? Who doesn't want free, right? Hey, I have a huge goal. Our unit, this is very important. Say, our unit is working on being the #1 unit in the nation. We have 5 days to finish. I have a huge goal to sell $1,000 this week to be a part of that. I need people's help. You can get the mascara for free if you go sell 10 of these mascaras for me. So she loves the Ultimate Mascara. Go have her sell 10 of the Ultimate Mascaras for her. That's $150 in sales, like that. She did the work for you. Does that make sense? So you get her excited about something, and you could do that with anything. Let's say a charcoal mask. Let's say you have somebody that loves the charcoal mask. Hey, Pam, I know you want that charcoal mask. You want to earn a charcoal mask for free?
Yeah, girl.
Of course. I got a deal for you, let me tell you. Our unit has a huge goal to be the #1 unit in the nation. I need to sell $1,000 this week, and I need your help, girl. What's in it for you? You get a free charcoal mask. You go sell 10 of these charcoal masks, because I know you love it. Here's some pictures, some stuff to send it. You go sell 10 of those, and I'll give you yours for free. She just sold $240 for you. And here's the other cool thing about that, you guys. They're also bringing you 10 new customers each. Because those 10 people, and so you walk her through, you can just give her a really simple, I can send you out stuff, but just a very simple, I have one for the mascara, and you can make this for any product. But basically all it says is the customer's name, the customer's number, what they want. You can teach them to write up a sales ticket, or you can just have them write their credit card number or give a check to you, or write the check to you. Does that make sense? You can walk people through how to collect money. She is giving me the names of the customers and their numbers that I call Sophia's girl, let's say, I don't know, Susie Q. And I say, hey, Susie Q, I hear you bought a mascara from Sophia to help her out. I always like to go deliver that mascara to that person, because guess what? When I deliver it to her, I'm going to book her for a facial. Right? That mascara sale isn't just going to be mascara sale. Now it's a new customer. Right? So get people working for you. And if you did that with, so those of you that are super busy this week, because we're all busy, everybody's busy. That's why I said it like this. We're all busy. We all got stuff. You need to get other people working for you. So especially think about those women who go and work with a bunch of women. They'll go into their office, and you know how women are. Hey, I have a goal. Help me. You want to need a mascara? You need a mascara. I have a goal to sell 10 this week. What mascara do you want? Try one of these new Mary Kay mascaras. They're awesome. I'll pass around this little mascara-thon thing, and I'll email it out. This doesn't even have the new lash intensity on it. This thing's kind of cool. It says sell 10 mascaras. You get yours for free. sell 15, you earn your mascara and an eye makeup mover for free. So I'll pass it around. But you get it that there's a lot of things that you can do to get other people on board to help you. It'll be a way to make quick sales. In 5 days, they can easily sell 10 mascaras in 5 days. But you got to get her excited and know that she's helping you, because women do things for 2 reasons. They want to help other women and they get something out of it, right? They do. And she knows she's helping me with my goal of selling $1,000 this week, and she gets her mascara for free. It's a win-win, right? But here's the deal. You guys have to be bold enough and brave enough to ask people for help. So many women feel like they're superwomen. I know I just made some people nervous. Oh God, I got to ask for help. I'm not superwoman. No, women want to help. Women love helping other women. You know, think about, do you like helping someone? Do you like helping someone? I think everyone in the room can agree they want to help a woman when she needs help. You want to help her. That if we don't ask, we don't give them that opportunity to do something that brings them joy. Right? So you got to just ask. But I would make a list of women in your life that you think would be willing to help you. Does that make sense? So that's the first thing, is get other people working for you. And that's also going to bring you new customers. The best thing you can do to sell $1,000 this week is get the product on some stinking faces this week. Because the average face is $50 a face. And if your average isn't there, then we need to talk. And 9 times out of 10, it's because you're not closing. You're not closing? She's covering her face. I wasn't looking at you, Shelly. I was looking over there. But I guarantee most of the time it's because you're not closing. That we just show the product and want to run away. That if you're not closing. Mary Kay always said you're leaving 3 times the amount of product on the table. So close, and that means you go through the individual consultation. You ask them the closing questions that are part of my outline. That last page is part of the skincare class, okay? It's not one you throw away. It has the 6 closing questions, and that means you meet with them individually and say, did you have a good time? How does your face feel? Is there anything that, we didn't, your questions that weren't answered today? And then you say, you look at her wish list, say, well, if you have inventory, then you say, I see you have 4 things written down here. I can show you what this would look like in a payment plan. If that's not an option for you, say, all right, hey, so you have some stuff written down here. What would you like to take home with you? And you shut your mouth. Very important part. You shut your mouth. And you just ask. You just ask. You got to at least ask. You're not being pushy. You're not saying, what are you buying? Give me your money. It's not like that. You're just saying, what would you like to take home with you? You smile. It's really awkward silence sometimes when you shut your mouth. Because remember this, if you have not heard me say this before, it's so true. Whoever talks first goes home with the product. If you got it. Some of you took a second to get it. Whoever talks first goes home with the product. Because she's thinking about it. And right away, we get nervous. And we're like, here's what I see new consultants do a gazillion times. So, ask the questions. What would you like to take home with you? Oh, but you don't have to do this because this was just 30 practice faces, so you don't have to buy anything. Shut your mouth. That's where you shut your mouth. That's the part you don't say anything, okay? I love you. All of you. I was looking at all of you. But in all seriousness, you got to ask. You just have to ask. And then you book the follow-up appointment, and then you book the career chat, okay? Got it? So hope that helps. I'd encourage you, if you struggle with closing, and here's the thing with closing is usually it's because, number one, nobody wants to be pushy. I get it. Nobody wants to be pushy. Nobody wants to be pushy. But you got to ask. And there's a difference between being pushy and then just not, like, there's a difference between being pushy and then just asking her because you care about her. Do you guys not believe that these products are amazing? If you don't absolutely love these products, you need to be using more of it. And I have a lot of new consultants who can be very stingy and like not even try anything because they're so nervous to pull out their inventory or nervous to try anything. And I'm telling you, it's going to decrease your sales. It's going to decrease your sales. If you want to increase your sales, start using more of this product. Because the more product you use, the more excited you're going to be about it. You guys, it's a tax write-off to use stuff for yourself. I would say if your sales are low, you need to be using a lot more products. Dude, I stay active with my own personal order, people, because I'm using a lot of this stuff. That you got to believe in what you're selling. You can't, and when you're passionate, if I would truly believe that Sophia needs this for her skin because I've seen the difference in my skin, I'm going to talk more powerfully in closing. Does that make sense? Where if I don't really know if this stuff is very good and I'm not really sure about this whole Mary Kay thing, then I am not going to talk to her the same. I'm like, well, if you want to have the right stuff, I don't use it, but you can try it. Give me your money. Like, no, you're not going to sell, right? But if you're like, oh my God, this stuff totally changed my skin. You have to try it. It's amazing. They're going to want it. Does that make sense? So if your closing is low, it's usually, if your sales are low, it's usually because you're not passionate about the products, so start using more. And watch the product knowledge video on my website. Go see what we have and then pull it off your shelf and start using it. Or if you don't have any on your shelf, order it the next time and start using it because it will increase your sales. I guarantee it. Okay, so that was a little side note. Did not mean to go there, but
Can I add something to that real quick?
yeah, because she's a master at sales.
So, the whole like use the stuff. So my husband's, one of his best friends in Michigan, we had this new Marco Polo. It's kind of like Boxer, but for your face.
Yeah.
So it's like video. And so they were going back and forth, and he's National Guard or whatever, and he was playing Army. And so I got on there, the Marco Polo thing, and I was like video chatting or whatever. And he had 2 or 3 female National Army people sitting next to him. And so they were like, oh my God, tell her she's beautiful and her face looks amazing and her makeup is amazing. So yeah, I can tell you how to look like that. And so I literally got on there and I was like, I'm a Mary Kay consultant. I said, might give you my number, blah, blah, blah. It's all Mary Kay. It's changed my world. I got 3 new people just by Marco Polo.
Yeah.
I was wearing the
So she was wearing it. Very, very, very important. Okay, so other ways to make quick sales. Go demo satin hands on 20 people. Go demo satin hands on 20 people and maybe say, hey, my goal is to sell 10 satin hands this week. You guys all have the mini satin hands in your starter kit. You go demo it on 20 people. I guarantee someone's going to want to buy it. Hey, I have a huge goal to sell 10 of these this week. Are you interested in this? Do you know anybody who would be interested in this? Do you want to, this makes a great gift, blah, blah, blah. Go demo it on people. Go get other people demoing it on other people for you. Same thing, get them involved.
So did you just like go to the mall and do that? Like, or is there like, is that legal? Like, is that soliciting?
It's not necessarily soliciting. If you did it at the mall, you'd have to have running water. So you would have to. Hey, dude, I've had people. Oh, dude, what's her name? Morgan in Pueblo. She carried satin hands in her bathroom. Every time she goes to the bathroom, she squirted on the legs in the bathroom. She was like, "You need to try this stuff." So she went to the bathroom. So you can do whatever. Yeah. Hey, you gotta go blow your nose or something and go in the bathroom and say, you're right. You good? So, but there's a lot of ways to sell. You can also do a quick on-the-go appointment where you would go into someone's office. You're there for just a couple minutes, bring something new and just demo it on the back of their hand. Do skincare on the back of their hand. There's so many ways to sell this product, but the key is you've got to get excited about it. Have a goal. I gave them a goal to, you guys have to leave tonight with either picking a goal of 500 or 1,000, but I want you thinking big, so you're all picking 1,000. Awesome. Because why not? Why not? Because there will be some of you that will sell 1,000. Why not go for it? Because they believed it, they made a decision. And here's the deal. You don't stop till it's done. You come Friday night if you have $300 in and you need to sit down and make some phone calls, you finish it with us. You don't stop till it's done. You make up your mind that you're going to do it. Because what we need now is people making up their mind, having a goal, and then doing it, not just talking about it. And you will not get everybody on board with you. And you will get people not help you. That's okay. You keep asking. You make a decision that you're not going to quit until it's done. So you're going to go sell $1,000. Bella's going to sell $1,000.
Okay, perfect.
No, she is.
No, sorry, I was looking at you to answer your question. What's that?
She really answered, right?
What do you prefer when you follow?
So that's a trick question, okay? The question was, what do I prefer? Hi, guys. The question was, what do I prefer when I follow up with people, phone or text? So, what do I prefer? Inside my comfort zone is text message. Where do I get the most results? Is in phone calls. I get the most results in phone calls, and I'll tell you, my biggest fear when I was following up with people was calling them and me thinking that they were thinking I was going to try to sell them something. I just want to know if the stuff you bought works. Like, that's what I want to know. I want to know if you like the stuff you bought, or if you're following up with somebody who didn't buy anything. I want to know if you want to try something else. Like, for real. I'm not calling to be like, Sophia, so you didn't buy anything last week. Like, so you got $15 for the eye makeup remover? Like, no, you're just calling them and you're being like, hey, so I know we got together and we tried the charcoal mask. I would love to show you the microderm. What does your schedule look like? And you're just following up with them that way. Following up doesn't always necessarily mean that you're asking them about the same thing. It means that you're connecting with them again in another way. I know she just challenged you guys to do $1,000. Sorry, I got hair stuck to my mouth. Driving me nuts. I just looked like a 3-year-old. Those of you who have little girls probably just recognize that move. So anyways, I know she just challenged you to pick 500 or 1,000, and what I'm going to tell you is that my water heater broke one day. Okay, I had been in Mary Kay for a whopping 3 months. Okay, so the people I was calling were people that I had facialed 3 months or less ago, and my family, who had already hit up for my original inventory order. Be like, hey, I just signed up with Mary Kay. What do you want? I want to make sure when I order this inventory, I can sell it. So what do you like? And so I have just done that. But you guys, I still made $1,000 in a day. Just like she said, not everybody's going to help you. But you never know if you don't ask. And how easy is it to see a text message and go, oh, I'm driving. I'll respond to that when I get there. So then you get home, and then somebody, the dog's all jumping on your leg when you get home, and you're like, shut up, let's go outside. So you toss your purse down, and you don't even remember to respond to that text message. That's what your customers are doing. They're not avoiding you. We always make these stories up in our head where they're not avoiding us. Do you know how many times I had actually mustered up the courage to call somebody on the phone, and they're like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you called. And I'm like, oh, really? Because you didn't respond to 3 text messages. So are you sure you're glad I called? Because that's what goes through my head, that they are. They meant to answer you. Like, we have to have that expectation level. So to answer your question, my comfort level is text messages. But if you want results, you got to call. You got to step outside your comfort level.
Would you say to people, again, when they didn't buy anything and you were following up, did you?
Kaylin, seriously, it's me. I wing it. You always want these direct answers.
I know. I didn't get to write it down, so I'm like.
I would just ask them what they want to try.
Okay, what do you want to try?
Yeah, like, and if they don't know, or if it's somebody that like they didn't schedule a follow-up appointment originally or something, just be like, oh my gosh, did you really love that charcoal mask? Isn't that amazing? I would love to see what you think of our microderm. Tell them what they want to try. They don't know. They've never tried it. How would they know? Like, in all seriousness, like, did you get a chance to talk about what you were going to talk about yet? Oh, it's all on me. Okay. Cool.
I will say though, the whole people aren't avoiding you thing, I had 2 this weekend, that one of which I've been after since last year, and couldn't tell you how many texts I've sent, phone calls I've made, and absolutely like crickets in the air, no response.
Radio
whatsoever.
silence?
Yeah. And then the other one, I was shut down when I first started. She just like had no interest whatsoever. And I got from that to I'm interested in, let's make a schedule, or let's make it happen. And then she never be available. So, and they both came. I got Thursday and then Saturday, and
Awesome.
signed up. So
They both signed up?
1.5.
Okay, I know the one on Thursday did. You
Yeah.
guys, that's a really good
So I
story,
got
by
2
the
on
way.
Thursday, because her and her friend came and they both signed up. The other one is supposed to, and then she's going MIA on me again. But she told me that it's not me and that she likes that I poke. So Candace said I'm the best poker out there, and her follow-up game is like hard. And I'm like, so
That's good though. But
yeah.
that's, you guys, that's how Leah's in DIQ. And that's how she's built her business up.
just gotta poke.
It's just, and like, you can call it poking them, you can call it follow-up, you can call it checking in, you can call whatever you want to call it.
Just
It
don't
doesn't
call
matter.
it bugging them, because you're not bugging them.
Yeah, you're not bugging them, so that's not a true statement. So don't say Don't say that. We don't
Unless
tell
they
ourselves.
tell you no, quit texting me, and then you keep texting them, then yeah, you're probably bugging me.
Yeah.
Until they tell you no, you go.
Yeah. No answer. Think about it this way. Think about when you pray and God doesn't give you what you want. That's not necessarily an unanswered prayer. That just means he's like, we think of it as like, oh, he didn't answer my prayer. Okay, yeah, he did. He told you no. It's not in his plan for you. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, that came out really not the way that I wanted it to. Like, you guys are looking really confused. But just like, it's not always a bad thing. Like, yeah, it's not timing or something. Like, I mean, think about how many times, like, I was driving myself crazy today because I jammed so much into my afternoon. And I was like, this just all isn't going to happen. And so then I'm like driving here and I'm like, seriously? Like, oh my gosh, if I could not have gotten out of my house 5 minutes earlier, I would have missed this traffic. Well, guess what? There was an accident. Had I left 5 minutes earlier, maybe that would have been my butt end that guy hit. Okay? Like, not somebody else's. You never know. And so, like, the other story that I tell all the time, and so many of you are new in here that I feel like I can share it again because it's super, super, super relevant, okay? When people don't answer you, don't make it about you, okay? Because it's not about you. I had a friend who called somebody and got hung up on, okay? Hung up on. Normally you would be like, wow, don't, like, I mean, she got the words, hi, this is blah, blah, blah with Mary Kay, click. And she was like, are you serious? Like, how would you take that? You take that was rude. Her daughter fell off the couch and she dropped her phone. Her 6-month-old daughter fell off the couch. She dropped the phone and it hung up. You guys, she came in a week later with a full store because it had nothing to do with my friend. It had to do with what happened in her life that my friend couldn't see. Does that make sense? So when you're going through all this stuff, and like, I know when I was doing my $1,000 day, I was like, oh my gosh, like, seriously? Like, people are not picking up the phone. And I'm like, they're avoiding me. And my husband's like, they're at work. Like, Brianna, it's noon. They're at work. They're making money so they can buy stuff from you tonight. And, you know, I would never, like, still, to this day, I have no idea how it happened. All I know is exactly what Candace said. I kept going. When I couldn't think of who else to call, I prayed, who should I call? When I couldn't think of who else to call after that, I prayed, who should I Facebook? Like, honestly, like, when you literally take your business to him, he will put those people in your path. He will put those people on your mind. He will put them on your heart, and you will constantly think of them until you call them.
And when you constantly think of them and you call them, they end up sitting to your left.
Right? Totally serious. Totally serious. I mean, I can't stress that enough. Like, yes, follow-up's huge. So anyways, that wasn't what I was going to talk to you guys about tonight. And now it's 8:03, so I'm going to take my own 5 little minutes here before I have Caitlin do our empowering statement. But what I want to tell you guys about tonight, honestly, is how when you have a big goal, and it's scary. Who thinks that selling $1,000 in a week scares the bejesus out of you? Raise your hand. Okay, if you're not raising your hand, I'm going to tell you to do 2. So, if it doesn't scare you. But I'm totally serious. Like, Candace sold $3,000 in a week, so why couldn't you do 2? Right? So, honestly, if your goal doesn't scare you, it's not big enough. Because if your goal doesn't scare you, then you don't need God to help you. And if you don't need God to help you, and you make that clear to him that, oh yeah, I can sell 500, no problem. Yeah, I can sell 1,000 in a week, no problem. Guess what? He ain't going to help you. If you tell him you don't need him, he's not going to help you. Like, that's the reality of how that works. So I would encourage you to have a giant goal that scares the bejesus out of you, because I will tell you from personal experience, Friday night when everything's coming in and you're like, I don't even remember texting that person, and they just placed an order on my website, okay? That's when you're like, thanks, God, like, holy cow, you totally worked that. And you don't know what's happening now, because I can tell you right now, my goal for the month doesn't look possible in the natural. But I know that God's bigger than that. And I know that if I keep doing my part and push through the finish line, not just to the finish line, because if you push to something, like If I run to that wall, I'm going to slow down before I hit that wall. But if I'm planning on running through that wall, you can bet your behind I'm going faster when I get to it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's where it's important. So what I was talking to you guys about tonight is big goals. So big, huge goals, okay? Break them down into bite-sized pieces. Because guess what? If you want to sell $1,000 before Friday, that's one repair set each day. So you can choose. Do I want to sell one repair set each day? Or do I want to sell 2 miracle sets? Oh, my choice, my business. What am I going to do? Or am I going to sell 4 microderms? Or am I going to mix it up and sell 1 miracle set and 2 microderms? Like, it's your call. And when you sit there and you go, oh my gosh, I can't sell $1,000. And you focus on $1,000 versus focusing on, oh my gosh, I just need to sell a repair set. Let me call my mom. Let me call my mom, ask her about her friend who needs a repair set tomorrow, because then I could get tonight and tomorrow knocked out in one quick phone call. Do you see how you start thinking outside the box? When you start praying about it and you start breaking it down, you're not working. 200 is not as big of a deal. If 200 scares you, break it down. 1 repair set. I need to call 1 repair set customer that I've already sold a repair set to and say, hey, I get a really good deal on skincare this month and I have a really huge goal. I know you're going to reorder next month. Is there any reason you wouldn't be able to reorder this month if I give you a discount? Why not give her 10% off to get it in this month? Does that make sense? And this is where your question comes in huge. Personal calls. They need to hear that passion in your voice. That's what they need to hear. They need to hear, I have a really huge goal and I'm scared out of my mind. I know you're going to order this anyways. If I give you 10% off, can you order it today instead of next week? I have a really huge goal. Is there any reason that you couldn't try the repair set for me this week? Because guess what? If they try it and they're in that market, they'll buy it. That's the best thing out there. Comparable to stuff that sells for $600, $700, $800. And that stuff only lasts like a month. And yours lasts 3 to 4 months. And it's only $200. So, any questions about breaking stuff down into smaller pieces? By the way, if your goal is 500 because that scares the bejesus out of you, that's okay too. Okay? If it's 500 because 500 scares the bejesus out of you, that's good. Whatever it is, just has scared the bejesus out of you. And that's 100 a day. So if you sell a repair set, you can take tomorrow off. Just kidding, don't. Okay? Just kidding, don't. Don't take tomorrow off. I was telling Sharice this morning. She was like, so what's the plan this week? And I was like, all in, balls to the walls, Monday till Friday at midnight. End of story. Like, I had family time Friday afternoon. That's it. They don't get to see me. Done. Love you. Kisses. Bye. We had dinner today at 3 p.m. so that I had time to come to meeting and still have family dinner. So we had like, my 8-year-old's hysterical. He's like, so it's like dinner, Mom, like lunch and dinner. I'm like, it's dinner and you can have a snack later. I'm like, whatever. But those are the kinds of things that you do. You figure it out. When you're in that position and you're all in towards your goal, you figure it out. I promise you, if that chick, busy as she is, can do it, y'all can figure it out. Because it's that, yeah. You can figure it out, anybody can. So any other questions about anything that was talked about? Because hopefully I'm qualified to answer all of them. Yes.
So online orders that are placed through my website, does that count towards my wholesale order?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. So if you sell a repair set online, that's $200 towards your 1,000. Because I know you're a big girl with big girl panties and you're gonna do 1,000. Who's got big girl panties that's doing 1,000? Because I'm really excited for y'all. Yay! Okay, cool. Who's got super big girl panties doing 2,000? I'm just kidding. Okay, Kayla, come on up here. Oh, I'm sorry. Does anybody else have any questions? Anything? Nothing about panties? Okay, awesome. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry. I've been up since early, so that's what happened. Okay, so everybody on your feet. Okay, seriously, be a little excited. On your feet.
My wake up, people. I know, right?
Oh, and real quick, if you are working on car, okay, and you know who you are, we are going to meet in the last room again. Okay.
All
There's
right.
Caitlin. Hi. Okay. See it like you mean it.
I am great.
I am great.
I am wonderful.
I am wonderful.
I'm a woman of excellence.
I am a woman of excellence.
I'm a superstar.
I'm a superstar. Okay, not everybody did it. Do it again.
I'm a superstar.
I'm a superstar.
I'll let nobody push my buttons.
I'll let nobody push my buttons.
I'll let nobody rain on my parade.
I'll let nobody rain on my parade.
I'll go under.
I'll go under.
Over. Around. And straight through.
Straight through.
Any obstacle that comes my way.
Any obstacle that comes my way.
Because I'm truly, I am highly motivated.
I am highly motivated.
Truly dedicated.
Truly dedicated.
And I'm a future free car driver in the making.
And I'm a future free car driver in the making. Good night, guys. Okay, so